But I always try to lift up lots of people. We got a lot of great people in our organization. It's a real blessing. Just to give you some context, like the Beaufort Delta Divisional Education Council serves a population of roughly 1,400 students in 8 communities across the Beaufort and the Delta regions of the Northwest Territories. So if you're to look us up or Google Map us, we're quite north. We're in the Arctic Circle. And so we service schools up in the Beaufort Sea, and then as far south as the Delta region and into, you go down the Dempster Highway from Inuvik, you can hit Fort McPherson's our most southern school. It's on what we call the road to Whitehorse, Yukon. So it's a really unique and amazing area, and I have the privilege of traveling to all those communities, all 9 schools. So it's been quite the journey. But yeah, thank you again for inviting me, and just wanted to lift up some people I've been around this week. Certainly the leadership teams I work with as well were just so welcoming. So it was a lot of fun. And Jessica in particular is a busy person. So she had popped over from California all the way to the Arctic. I'm sure it was quite the temperature change for her as well. And now she's heading home to Texas. So we had a fun week being in classrooms and supporting learners. Yeah, for sure. It was great.
I bet you enjoyed learning walks in your schools. I bet you love those because she always shared books.
Yeah, she helped us with making learning visible quite a bit. She was either starting up some new learning walls or revamping some older ones and tearing them up. So my 2 walls I have in my office, I've got a complete overhaul now that Erica and Jessica dug into them with me this week, and just reflecting on how we can support our learners, and our learners being our leaders as well as our students, not just our students, but everyone's a learner on this journey. So it might be a little cliche to say, but we really do believe that. I've learned a lot over the last 2 years. I'm 45. I've been in education since I was 24, and I still feel like I'm just taking in so much. And I think that's important to continue to be inspired and curious, right? So, that power of curiosity is important in education for sure.
I would love to kind of walk in the schools where they have the learning walls, where it's not just something like on a display that's been there for a while.
Yeah, you got to use them, right? Use them, make them user-friendly. And students, there should be really ideally there's evidence of student learning or students writing on those walls. That's what I've really learned about.
Yeah.
They don't always have to be the most polished either, right? Like teachers want to make them look fantastic, and that's good up to a point, but how are you interfacing with those, with the students? How often are the students getting involved and showing their learning or using the wall, right? So don't be shy if you feel like your wall is messy or something, right? Like learning is messy. So I think that's really important, just to use the wall as opposed to how the wall looks. I mean, you got to organize it, of course, but I think we're shy sometimes to share out what we consider something that doesn't look polished. I know I am anyway, so that's something I've really had to work through over the last